What's up, everybody? Alright. Just gonna warn you right now. We're playing The Witcher 2. Game just crashed for some reason right when I started the stream. But I'm warning you that you're watching this on YouTube. The first probably hour of this will be just arm wrestling because I want to make some fucking money in this game so I can buy the shit I want to buy. And the quickest way I know of doing that is arm wrestling over and over. So I want to get like 10,000 orens and buy a shitload of stuff. That's my goal for like the first hour of this game. So, don't want to watch some repetitive arm wrestling with me possibly talking to chat, depending on who shows up in chat and if there's any interesting things to talk about. I would just skip ahead a half an hour at a time till you see me no longer arm wrestling. Alright, and now I will start the game. Restart the game. Okay.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
You've told that story 1,000 times.
Alright.
Fine women.
Oh, and before I forget, I was gonna level up real quick. Upgrade my Quen sign. There we go. Alright, now begins arm wrestling marathon.
Human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to puff up.
Fancy take.
Let's go, bro.
This place stinks of cheese and milk.
Peasants now refuse to shovel manure. They dream of fighting, looting.
Let them dream. Maybe they'll not flee before him.
Alright, one down.
Situation's great. They want
You're tough as my hackamans.
300 more to go.
No pig can jump higher than its snout, so let them fight for their food. I can.
This one's only
Orange.
35.
Fancy.
Let me tell you.
That Witcher. Who's he?
He travels the lands, killing monsters for coin.
Who's he got those glistening eyes?
Sorcerers mutated.
Actually, I wonder if this is actually faster or if
You're tough as my.
fighting is faster. This doesn't really matter because the fighting I actually have a limit
Fancy.
on how many times I can do.
Throw a rock, no matter the direction, and you'll likely hit a sorceress.
That's how it is these days. Mages have descended from their towers and installed themselves at court.
But a mage at war? Even worse, a sorceress. They're useful. Did I mention something?
You're tough.
Fancy. Sabrina Glevesig used to pound the table with her fist when Henson spoke.
Perhaps that's why she's dead.
You're tough as.
I've heard enough of Fancy.
He's one who can
change the fate of kingdoms.
Very true. Sets me taking.
Ah, shit. I was trying to look over at the timer so I could time this, see how long each match takes. I'll try to catch it next time.
What's the squirrel leader's name?
Yorvith. You're tougher.
Let me tell you.
Fancy tip.
Hello, Chief.
Before you'd be dead. He only recently stopped murdering humans.
He regrets that decision. You can see it in his eyes.
Maybe thinks he's made a mistake.
Well, it will be the first time the Roman kingdom is doomed.
Actually, only about 20 seconds.
You're tougher. Fancy.
We'll say it's 30 seconds with all the dialogue.
Look, another one.
So 60.
You let one human in, and in no time,
60 gold
you've
a
got
minute.
swarm.
Ants they are.
I heard human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to puff up.
You're tough. For once. Fancy.
It's a little bit less than I would be, what I was expecting. I doubt I'm gonna.
This place stinks of
Maybe I won't be going for 10,000 gold because
Peasants now refuse to shovel
it
manure.
would take forever.
They dream of fighting.
What's up, Greyheen?
Let them dream.
How you doing, man?
Flee before him, so they-
Ah, come on.
The situation is
Fuck.
grim. They want freedom, equality.
No pig can jump higher.
So hard to come back once you start losing.
And fight for their freedom.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I lost this one.
Ah, dwarf. Fancy.
Rotten times.
Who's he?
He travels the lands, killing monsters for coin.
Sorry, this stream's gonna be pretty boring for a while because I'm trying to just make
Sorcerers
some money
hated him when he was
so I
young.
can buy stuff. So it's just gonna be me arm wrestling this dwarf over and over for probably a good half an hour.
You're tough as. Fancy. Throw a rock, no matter the direction, and you'll likely hit a sorceress.
That's how it is these days. Mages have descended from their towers and installed themselves at court.
But a mage at war, even worse, a sorceress. They're useful. You're tough at. Got to handle. Fancy.
Find someone who would bet more money. That'd be nice, but
Sabrina
No
Glemisig
such
used
luck.
to pound the table with her fist when Henson spoke.
you did the same thing too. This is the highest guy I can bet right now, I think. 35 around.
You're tough at.
Nothing good in store.
Fancy. You know, I look at that Witcher and see something unusual about him. He's one who can change the fate of kingdoms.
Very true. Sets me
Yeah,
taking
but
edge.
with the fist fighting, don't they kick you out after a while? Or I guess maybe
You're tough as.
maybe if you can leave and come back
Sweetheart.
over and over, that might be faster.
Slug it between the eyes. You fighting.
Let me see how long a fist fight takes. Still only 35 gold.
That
but
case.
Don't be afraid of him.
Slug it between the eyes. Bite his balls.
Oops. Whoa.
Stop stroking him and rough him up.
I guess I shouldn't look away when I'm in the middle of a fight.
Slug it between the eyes.
Finally.
Takes a little bit more time than arm wrestling. Even though I did fuck up, this is a little bit quicker.
Fancy.
Now, if there were like a fight club or something
Had you
around
met
here that I
before,
knew
you'd be
about,
dead. He only recently stopped
where I could
murdering
bet like 100 per round,
You can see it in his eyes.
Maybe he thinks he's made a mistake.
that'd be way faster.
First time a woman proved a man's doom.
You're tougher.
Fancy.
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm.
Ants they are.
I
Yeah,
heard
because
human
the arm wrestling takes like
You're
about
tougher.
20 seconds around.
Fancy.
Oops.
Fancy.
And the fist fighting was like 30 seconds. I took off 5 seconds because I fucked up. It was like 40 seconds actually. With the fuck up.
This place stinks of cheese and milk patties.
Peasants now refuse to shovel manure. They dream of fighting mutants.
Let them dream. Maybe they'll not flee before him.
You're tougher.
The situation. Fancy.
No pig can jump higher than its snout, so let them fight for their freedom and ours.
Yeah, I wish there was just a better way to get gold in this game.
You're tougher.
That witcher.
Fancy.
He
Oops.
travels the lands, killing monsters.
Did I just bet one? I think I just bet one. God damn it.
Sorcerers mutated him when he was young.
I wish it would automatically max bet. Or there's a way to set it to automatic max. Yeah, one.
You're tough.
Fancy.
Trying to see if there's a hotkey that will automatically make it max. No, just gotta drag it.
Throw a rock, no matter the direction, and you'll likely hit a sorceress.
That's how it is these days. Mages have descended from their towers and installed themselves at court.
But a mage and warden, even worse, a sorceress. They're useful. Did I mention Sodden? Got to hand it to them.
Yeah, if I were you,
You're
I'd come back in
tougher.
like an hour and I might actually be doing
Fancy.
something interesting.
Effective.
I would do this offline,
Sabrina
but then
Clever
people
said
might
you
ask,
can
oh, how'd you get all the
with a
gold?
fist.
And
Hansel spoke.
Perhaps that's why she's dead.
think I used a cheat or something, so. Now there's proof. I just arm wrestled legit
You're
for all my
tougher.
gold.
Fancy.
You know, I look at that witcher and see something unusual about him. He's one who can change the fate of kingdoms.
Very true. Sets my teeth on edge.
You're tougher.
Fancy.
Well, there's a ton of books and like crafting designs I want to buy,
Squirrel leader's name.
and they're all like
Yorvith.
300, 500 gold each.
Had you met him before, you'd be dead. He only recently stopped murdering humans.
He regrets that decision. You can see it in his eyes.
Maybe he thinks he's made a mistake.
Thinking about playing RuneScape?
You're tough.
Fancy.
Have at it, man. Have at it.
Look, another one. You let one human in, and in no time, you've got a swarm.
You're toughest. Fancy.
Actually, I think I'll go to 2000 and then
I
I'll
heard
go buy
human
some
women
books
need
and
only
then
sit astride a man's pants for their bellies
start,
to
maybe look at other missions I can do. I hardly even have the patience to sit here and do this.
You're tough.
This place.
Fancy. Peasants now refuse to shovel manure. They dream of fighting, looting.
Let them dream. Maybe they'll not flee before Hemsel's axeman.
The situation's grave. They want freedom, equality.
No pig can jump higher than its snout, so let them fight for their freedom and ours.
You're tough. Fan.
Alright, man. I'll see you later then. Thanks for stopping in.
That witcher. Who's he?
Have fun playing RuneScape.
travels the land, killing monsters for coin.
Why's he got those glistening eyes?
Oh, come on.
Sorcerers mutated him when he was young.
Got it. Okay.
You're tough. Fancy.
Throw a rock, no matter the direction, and you'll likely hit a sorceress.
That's how it is these days. Mages have descended from their towers and installed themselves at court.
But a mage at war?
It'd be nice if these guys in the background would talk about something different now and then.
Did I mention Sutton? Got to handle it to the hags. They can do more than chatter. They're brave and effective.
You're tough.
Sabrina.
Fancy. Perhaps that's why she's dead.
What's up, Siam? How's it going?
You're tough.
See something unusual.
Fancy.
He's one who can change the fate of kingdoms.
Very true. Sets me teeth on edge. One freak bigger than the next.
You're toughest. Fancy.
Yorvith. Why?
Just came back from a Japanese steakhouse. Nice. Never had
Had you met
any.
him before, you'd be dead. He only
Never had
recently
any
stopped
Asian
by.
steak at all, to be honest.
You can see it in his eyes.
I imagine it would be
Thinks he's made a
delicious though.
mistake.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. You're tough. Fancy.
Look, another one. You let one human in, and in no time, you've got a swarm.
Like ants they are.
You're tough.
Oh, it's one of
Fancy.
those where they cook it in front of you? Yeah, I've never been to one of those. I'd like to sometime.
This place stinks of cheese and old patties.
The peasants now refuse to. You're toughest. They dream of fighting. Fancy.
Let them dream. Maybe they'll not flee before Hemsel's axeman.
The situation's grave. They want freedom, equality.
No pig can jump higher than its snout, so let them fight for their freedom and ours.
You're tough.
Fancy.
Making gold, making gold.
That witcher. Who's
Hello, LeBarn.
He travels the lands, killing monsters for coin.
Why's he got those glistening?
How you doing today?
Sorcerers mutated him when he was young.
Things this world has to bear.
You're tough.
Fancy.
Ah, crap. Forgot to raise the bet. 1 gold riding on this one right here.
Throw a rock, no matter the direction, and you'll likely hit a sorceress.
That's how it is these days. Mages have descended from their towers and installed themselves at court.
I'm doing good,
Yep,
doing
tough.
good. I wish there was an easier way to make money in this game, so I didn't have to repeatedly arm wrestle, but
They're useful. Did I mention sop?
hey, at least
Got to hand it
this
to the
is,
hag.
this is not too difficult.
And chatter. They're brave and effective. The Sabrina Glevesig who used to pound the table with her fist when Henson spoke.
Perhaps that's why she's dead.
One freak bigger than the next.
You're tough.
Fancy.
Be about 7 more times, I'll have 2,000 gold, and I'll go buy some things.
You know, I look at that witcher and see something unusual about him. He's one who can change the fate of kingdoms.
Very true. Sets me teeth on edge.
You're tough.
Fancy.
What's the squirrel leader's name?
Yorvith. Why?
Seems familiar somehow.
Had you met him before, you'd be dead. He only recently stopped murdering humans.
One freak bigger than the next.
You're tough.
His eyes.
Fancy.
So, what's new with you guys? Anything?
Maybe thinks he's made a mistake.
Same old, same old.
First time along with
You're tough.
Look. Fancy.
Couple more, and we'll be good.
Ants they are.
I heard human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to puff up.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's really
tough.
cold here too.
Fancy.
I haven't checked the exact temperature since
This place stinks of cheese milk patties.
Peasants now refuse to shout
this
in the air.
afternoon, but
They dream of fighting.
it was like 1 degree or 0 with the wind chill. Sure, it's quite a bit colder now.
No pig can jump higher than its snout, so let them fight for their freedom and ours.
You're tough.
Can jump higher than
Fan.
All right. One more go, and then we'll go buy some books, read some books, and then come back and arm wrestle some more. I don't know. 'Cause I don't think I'm gonna have enough to buy all the books, but
that witcher. Who's he?
He travels the lands, killing
You're tough.
queen.
all right.
Why's he got those glistening?
Hello, Chief.
Save it before I
Sorcerers
crash and lose all
mutated
that gold. Yeah, I got me some coffee here too. I'm feeling nice and toasty right now. Okay. I think this is the girl with all the books, right? Alright. Look at beings of the element of earth. Bruxae, eulogists of death. There are vampires, I believe. Gargoyles, gutters, splutters. Maintenance and repair. Harpies, daughters of the gale. How to kill a Bolvor. Lure of the temptress. Of trolls and trolling. Slaves of the curse. The Erekas. A study. Did I buy that or not? Try that again. Okay, got it that time. Conjunction of the spheres. The immortality of or the dwarven herb. Legendary accursed. The rudiments of pathomorphology. Okay. I actually could afford all the books. Nice. Time to do some heavy reading. Now, okay, so this is where I will leave off, is the beings of elements. Okay, the rudiments of pathomorphology by Milo Vanderbeck. The world should finally understand that examining the dead can save the living. We owe the dead respect, that is true, and that is exactly why such examinations should only be done by doctors or students under the watchful eyes of their professors. In further sections of this work, I describe how a respectful dissection should be conducted, and what tools should be used to reach the truth with proper respect for the deceased. Okay. Legendary Accursed. The Draug is a mythical creature issuing straight from the ancient legends of heroes and their epic deeds. When a hero descends into a fiery hell to rescue his beloved, or when he seeks to avenge his father's death, the Draug is often his opponent. Why are poets so keen to cast this monster in as the archenemy? Well, as a wraith, the Draug fits well into any dark story of a curse or vengeance from the world beyond. Described variously, always as terrifying, its true appearance remains unknown. It is a powerful creature and a prince of the damned, thus making an ideal villain. Dwarven Immortelle is called the Devil's Tail by the dwarves themselves, and Fean Ikar, that is the sun's blood, by the elves. The plant has powerful medicinal properties, but is relatively unknown and extremely rare. According to elven legend, an archer once managed to pierce the sun with an arrow. The sun's blood dripped from the sky, sinking into the ground so deeply that it penetrated ancient hollows in the rock. This herb may today be found in places where the blood settled. That account may or may not be apocryphal, but it's a fact that the immortelle is sought after as an ingredient for antidotes and beauty elixirs. It grows in caves and old mines, for it does not require sunlight, and that's why it's described as dwarven. Conjunction of the spheres. There are scores of learned works, dissertations, and treatises about this magical cataclysm from about 1500 years ago. Because of this event, creatures never seen before entered our world and still do not have their own ecological niche here. Among others, graveyears and ghouls are relics of the permeation of the spheres, though elven tradition has it that we, humans, are also newcomers from that time. The sorcerers claim that time humanity received both the wondrous gift and terrible curse that they consider magic to be at that time. Arachnids are lone hunters. They patiently lie in wait for their prey in order to kill it with one swift strike when it appears. The same is true for the Arrakis, a huge creature that took a liking to the riverside forests, becoming their undisputed king. As ruler thereof, the Arrakis will not share its territory with any other hunters, witchers included. Slaves of the Curse. Drogs are commanders, and Draugrs are their wraith soldiers. A Draug calls Draugrs into existence on battlefields or in cemeteries by the sheer force of his will. Like the Draug himself, these minions arise from damned souls trapped within shells formed of the remnants of arms, armor, war machines, and corpses that were torn apart by scavengers. Of trolls and trolling. According to legend, trolls were born of the earth and their body is made of rock. They fear and despise sunlight, which kills them by turning them into inanimate stone, so they only prowl at night. So much for legends. What is the reality? Well, as always, the truth is far more mundane. Trolls are living creatures like you and me, and they prefer day to night. For they are so clumsy they stumble over stones in the dark, spilling the vodka they cherish so much. Their skin is indeed hard as stone, but beneath it there are muscles and a heart that pumps blood. Given that they bleed, they can be killed. Lure of the Temptress. The succubus, often mistakenly believed to be a higher vampire, is a post-conjunction creature, therefore a visitor from another world trapped in our reality. The beast has the form of a comely female with hooves instead of feet. However, her partial animal appearance has no meaning for the youth the monster entices like a consummate temptress. Those seduced by succubus lose their heads, as if it was a woman, and the beast accepts all attentions, leading the young men to ruin, draining their life force. One seduced by a succubus becomes melancholic, loses appetite and all interest in the world. Bereft of strength, he moons around with a pale face and sighs heavily. He also reeks of sulfur as the smell permeates him when he mates with the beastie. To cure him of this fatal addiction, one should acquaint him with pleasant, dowered lassies and treat him to cold decoction. How to kill a Bolvor. The Bolvor can be compared to a heap of muscles contained within a flexible yet durable hide. It has the head of a buffalo, yet its mouth is filled with sharp teeth, perfectly suited to rending flesh. Bolvors are post-conjunction beasts. Visible marks of chaos include the creature's horns and vestigial, largely immovable limbs that cover its body. That's one of the things I killed in the mine. Harpies, daughters of the Gale. There are many species of harpy, and all are kleptomaniacs, though some steal dreams instead of trinkets. They especially like dreams laden with strong emotions, such as nightmares that recur every night. The victims lose their dreams, which can actually be a blessing where nightmares are concerned, and the harpies encase them in crystals, creating items that strongly radiate magic. Mages desire the dreams these creatures steal. They are even known to breed harpies on perches with a view towards filching their booty at daybreak. Yet it is rare for a dream or nightmare to be powerful enough or to come from a powerful enough creature to satisfy desires of a mage. He who would destroy a harpy's nest perched atop a rocky ledge must set a special, glistening, explosive trap. When the harpy snatches its loot, the charge is detonated, and anything that survives the explosion is dealt with by gravity, the eternal foe of all avian creatures. Gargoyles, gutters, sputters, maintenance and repair. Theorists of magic still argue about how gargoyles should be classified. This author favors the school which claims they are a type of golem, for gargoyles are nothing more than fancy sculptures brought to life by magic in order to perform menial duties. They can complete only the most rudimentary tasks, so they are often found guarding a territory even if their creator turned to dust long ago. He who seeks to deactivate the creatures permanently must first locate the place from which they are controlled. Once there, he extinguishes the magic runes that control the construct's will. The Bruxa is a higher vampire, that is, a post-conjunction creature, an intruder in our world. She assumes the form of a beautiful woman, then turns terrifying when she grows hungry and attacks. As befits a vampire, the Bruxa drinks blood. The victim of a Bruxa is often both her lover and her chief source of sustenance. And the last one we bought, Beings of the Element of Earth. The Earth Elemental is the younger brother of the legendary Tao, the genie capable of creating earthquakes and flattening mountains. Younger means less powerful, but also more mischievous. Felling trees, toppling the walls of buildings, and crushing people into a pulp number among this creature's pranks. Of course, it performs only those its master wishes it to. Okay. With that, I should have... Wait. I just fulfilled my Harpy contract somehow? While in Upper Aedirn, Geralt was on the lookout for witches' work when he learned that Bergen's authorities had posted a bounty for thinning the local Harpy population. He applied for the job. First he decided to learn more about the winged creatures' habits, either by exterminating them or reading professional literature about them. Oh. The Harpies nested on inaccessible rocky ledges. Geralt could not climb to their abodes, so he reasoned that some Witcher technology might prove useful. He decided to use harpy traps. Oh, did I now? Okay. Huh, well, I learned something from all that. Guess I need to make harpy traps. Arachnid oil. See if any of these diagrams that I want to buy right now. Not really. They all have pretty bad side effects. Actually, the tiara sounds really nice. Limits loss of vigor when parrying at the expense of damage dealt in vitality. Virga increases resistance while reducing critical chance. Actually seems quite nice. Buy that one. What up, Blade Mage? How's it going, man? What have you been up to? I guess I need to make harpy traps. Who's the dude that sold all the traps and things? Wasn't you, was it? Nope.
From one of your vessel lads, eh? They tried me too.
Second one
Right,
kicked in.
guys.
Nice.
But I agreed to nothing.
Well, hopefully this doesn't put you to sleep.
Thought it over.
Don't really have any much action going on here quite yet.
Yorvith's not just any trouble.
Elves, they talk a lot and think very little. In the end, they end up dead, shouting, "We really showed them."
We haven't had a leader like him in ages.
Remember?
Alright, let me see. Do I actually know how to make harpy traps already? I don't see it. Damn it. I remember some weird ass looking dude that was selling traps. Maybe he only comes around at a certain time of day. Tempted to just go look at the recording from the other night and see if I can find where he was. No, it wasn't this guy. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can look it up real quick. I have no idea where he was. Shit. Well, I guess I'll just have to move on to something else for now. Bring it on, Bergen. I'm sure the dude will show up at some point. Alright, so this guy has to be underneath me somehow. Not in here. Must be in the inn.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Greetings. That's how it is.
Oh,
these
there he is right there. Let me save it first.
Even worse for sorcery.
The mine's safe again. Any plan?
Zoltan's talking about a shared enterprise or some such. He's to manage operations with my uncle as general overseer. We just got to save the town first.
I'm looking for places near Vergen where magic would be strong.
Let me think. Verfrin, a summoner of elementals, once lived in the wood beyond Vergen. They say his creatures excavated the entire... If boulders with arms and legs aren't magic...
Alright, let's arm wrestle.
Hey, Scalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I really like to wrestle, but...
Can we do
Show
this?
me what you're made of.
Alright. Want to take me on?
Show me what you're made of.
Got to hand it to the hags. They can do more than chatter. They're brave and effective. Sabrina Glevissig used to pound the table with her fist when Henselt spoke.
Perhaps that's why she's dead.
Easy.
Let me tell you.
I believe I'd split a rock with my dick sooner than I'd beat you at arm wrestling.
I guess that makes me the new champion of Vergen.
No shame in losing to the White Wolf. Though there's one who could still be a match for you.
Who?
The mighty Numa. I wrestled him in Kovir. Couldn't move my arm for the next week. They say he don't play fair. But that's just losers talking. You ever wrestle him? Give him my regards.
I will.
Who?
I look at that witcher and see something unusual about him. He's one who can change the fate of kingdoms.
I guess we'll find out where that dude is then. It's not in my journal. Alright, I'll go talk to Philippa. You ever played this before, Blade Mage?
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way. It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
Whew, I guess we have a lot of talking to do. Do the small talk first.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the Wild Hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstitions.
The hunt's not a superstition.
True, the phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snowfalls do not interest me.
There's proof that the Wild Hunt is a vast accumulation of the power. Something that would interest mages, you'd think.
To the mere mortal, anything that is not immediately comprehensible is suspect, the product of a conspiracy. And where there's a conspiracy, well, it's obvious mages must have hatched it.
I'm a mortal, though probably not a mere one. I found the notes of a man who spent his entire life...
Paranormal phenomena interests Cynthia, my intern. Take this up with her.
Intern, okay.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting rebellion in Aedirn?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis' arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Aedirn.
Saskia isn't fighting for Aedirn, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. He hasn't moved against you because war with Kedwen hangs by a thread. Why are you here, Sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia is successful and wins the Valley's independence.
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania and Temeria.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
Have you heard about a Witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their sign.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
Is what they say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn. Apparently he witnessed it.
Alright. Now to the important matters.
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something. What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edirn, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glefisig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon. There's always an excuse for simple bungling.
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel. I'd say she did a good job, considering.
Huh.
Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into Draugrs.
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a Draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
Finding 2 will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area. Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glevizig was on the team.
Small world.
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega.
Exactly.
Can Francesca's experience help us?
Certainly. I know the symbols and the workings of the curse thanks to her.
Care to explain? I'm the one risking my neck.
You'll have to relive the battle and change its course at the right moment. I don't know exactly what will happen. Nobody does.
Huh. I'll look for those artifacts. I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
Fun. I think I still have more to ask her about, right? Got all the pop-ups.
You wanted to discuss...
I found an immortelle.
Excellent. You wanted...
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Voltest's killer, perhaps Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies.
Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
I never heard of
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards, but you'll likely find him in the inn.
Thank you.
Come back as soon as you learn anything.
And
You wanted to
something-
discuss...
I found one of the ingredients for Saskia's cure.
Show me. Interesting. Getting warmer, but still not there. It's as if I'd sent you to get me the sun and you'd brought me a candle. We need something massive, an item of real power, Geralt. This is a dwarf's dream. Stolen and magically encased in this crystal. It would do if it was stronger.
You know what this means? In addition to normal harpies, there are Solano in the area.
Solano?
Dream Snatchers. The only harpy species to develop something resembling intelligence. They magically bind dreams to mountain crystals. I heard they once inhabited this area. Solano live among regular harpies, but their lair should be full of stolen dreams. One of those would be powerful enough, I'm sure.
You'd have to enter the harpy lair through the quarry. Unfortunately, the gate to the caves is locked and Cecil Burden won't open it. I asked him on another occasion. Stubborn as a mule, that one. But we must not relent. Saskia clings to life by a thread. Let me show you the desire contained in this particular dream. Don't be hasty to judge.
Yes, I can feel it. Whose dream is it?
Cecil Burden's.
In that case, I need to see the alderman. Got a feeling he just might open the gate for me.
We'll go make his dream come true. Damn, that was a lot of quest updates that I was not expecting. Okay. Be sure there's nothing else.
You wanted to discuss...
Oh.
Remember the antidote for Saskia. It's very important.
Alright, 1 minute guys, I need to go get more coffee and I'll be right back. Okay. Much to do. Much to do. Where shall we start? I think I had to talk to Cecil for multiple things. So, I guess we'll just look for Cecil. Alright, Cecil.
Cecil, do you know anyone who fought in the war 3 years ago?
I did.
Did you fight here at Vergen?
Of course.
Philippa claims you know a bit about the battle.
That old cook Henselt, called king by some, thought that Aedirnians were bumpkins who'd ship bricks as soon as his troops crossed the river.
Why did he attack Edirn?
According to Henselt, Upper Edirn is the ancient legacy of the Kedweni crown and must be returned to the mother country. Brazen farter.
That brazen farter had a point. If you read some history, you'll know that 300 years ago this land belonged to Kedwen.
Load of crab. 700 years ago, the elves reigned here. And 1,000,000 years ago, these lands were the domain of the worms. If things worked that way, every king could invade a neighboring land and claim his right to do so because an ancestor took a dump there.
All right. Hensel wanted to conquer Upper Edirn. What then?
He rolled in, got hammered, and rolled out.
Cecil, that doesn't help me much.
It wasn't a battle. It was a slaughter. If I try speaking of it, I'll see it all again. I don't want...
The ghosts of the fallen fight in the mist. They turn into horrible creatures called Draugrs. Aedirnians, Kedweni, men, elves, and dwarves too.
Bloody hell. No peace even after death.
I want to help them, but I need to know more about the battle.
Very well. Listen, a beautiful day that grew hot later. Very hot. When Van de Grift attacked in the afternoon, he sent a dun banner at the fore. Many of our lads shit themselves at the mere sight of their standard, but we had a surprise of our own. Under the cover of night, we prepared fire pits. Our archers lit them up at the right moment. I still can't believe we managed to fool their scouts. If it wasn't for that ambush, we wouldn't be speaking today. They likely wouldn't be in Upper Edirn at all. We decimated the Dun banner, but that was only the beginning. Seltkirk was our commander. Everywhere he appeared, the Kedwenis gave ground. He wreaked havoc among them. Hearts rose at the mere sight of his armor. Then, Van de Grift himself entered the fray. Seltkirk met him in the middle of the field. In the end, Van de Grift killed Seltkirk. A terrible death that sent the Aedirnian ranks into disarray. I thought it was the end of us. Then the sky fell, as if the stars themselves had decided to avenge the death of a great knight. Fire covered the battlefield. Nobody sought the enemy. They were all looking for somewhere to flee. Yes, there were no more friends and enemies, only the living and the dead. They say it was the doing of a Kedweni sorceress who wanted revenge on Van de Grift. Could be true, as Henselt had her executed right after the battle.
Remember anything from before the battle?
As if it was yesterday. Henselt's troops crossed the Pontar the third day after the autumn equinox. Edirn had good spies, so we were ready for them, and Seltkirk lined up our troops along the hills. Our hearts rose at the sight of the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersberg and Gullet fluttering in the wind. Knights and armoured infantry side by side in our ranks.
Even the peasants had their regiments. The dwarves were on the left flank. Over 5,000 strong we were. Nobody caring about race or background, like never before. Only King Demavend was missing. But he must have had more important business than defending his country.
You saw the Kidwennies cross the river?
From afar, I saw Vandegrift leading 4,000 heavily armed men. Many a heart sank when we saw the elite bearheads or the armoured banners from Ardcarrig. The Dun banner was in the middle, veterans of Brenna. As soon as he set foot on Adernian land, Vandegrift climbed a hill and surveyed the area, as if it was his fief. Son of a bitch was as sure of himself as ever. Upon spying him, I remember the dwarves all dropped their trousers and showed him their asses. Then Selkirk stepped out in front of us. His white armour shone in the sun. We were afraid a Kidwenny arbalist would shoot him, but they too stood as if frozen, and Selkirk just looked at them and bowed ever so slightly.
You captured the Dunbanner standard?
Henselt's choice troops, and not a one survived. The visitors sent them to their deaths, refused to give them reinforcements. He was a monster in human form. The men of the Dun were real swaggerers. Killed a lot of our lads, but for every Dunner, there were 7 Adernians. They had no chance. Aye, we captured their standard. We buried what was left of them in the crypts beyond Vergen. Their standard lies with them. Worthy foes are to be respected, even in death.
I'm going to need that standard. Did you see the duel between Selkirk and Vandegrift?
I stood half a furlong from them. Never seen a fight like it. Probably never will again. They'd already met once, at a jousting tournament in Ardcarrig. Selkirk won there. He beat on the visitor so hard he broke his sword. Selkirk was a true knight, the last of his breed. Vandegrift was so pissed off after that tournament he hanged the smith who made his sword and ordered a special one from a sorcerer. I bet he cut down Selkirk with that new sword.
Vandegrift is dead. What happened to his sword?
Saskia's got it. Good thing too. Only her hand can tame the hatred enchanted in that sword. After the battle, when the flames abated, the scavengers came. They stole everything. Imagine, not a single keepsake or Selkirk in the whole of Edirn. His brother babbles something about a gauntlet, but he's a lying dog.
Thanks, Cecil, that was helpful. I think I know what I need to lift the curse now.
Madame Eilhard claims you need 4 symbols. The standard symbolizes death. Vandegrift's sword stands for hatred. What about the other 2?
I have a feeling Philippa has a handle on the rest.
Here's hoping you're right.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
I need to get inside the Harpy lair.
No chance.
I know all about the Harpies. They steal dreams, collect them. I found one, but it proved too weak for our purposes. I need a stronger one. So I'm asking you nicely. Open the damn gate.
Listen, Witcher. I want Saskia to recover, I do. But don't ask me to turn this town into a circus just before we battle Henselt. My grandfather locked that gate for a good reason. Imagine if we could all go in there to look at those dreams. Dwarves, peasants, their Scoia'tael, Adernian nobles even. All seeing the desires of others. Terrifying. It would be the end of Vergen. What's more, legend has it the oldest stolen dreams can become reality. And I don't want nightmares stalking Vergen's back alleyways come nightfall.
Open it. I'll make it quick.
Stop pissing me off. You're acting like a drunk suitor. No means no.
You know, don't know if I should mention this, but the dream I found belongs to you.
What are you talking about?
It's an embarrassing affliction, I imagine. Hell, even something of a political liability in your case. Some might even call you a freak. You're the alderman. An ages-old tradition is vested in you. On top of that, you now lead the preparations for Vergen's defense.
You wouldn't dare.
Imagine your ancestors carved in stone. Condemnation, not pride on their bearded faces. Who knows? Maybe you'd keep your office. but you'd be the talk of the town for ages. And your nephew? Poor kid.
What is it? I
Open
want to know
the
what it
gate.
is.
I promised Scalen's mother I'd be sober as a judge to the end of my days, and I aim to keep my word. I don't give a damn about ages-old traditions and piss on loose talk. But you're right. I cannot compromise Vergen's morale. You must bury this thing. The secret dies with you, never to be spoken aloud. Understand?
What is
I
it?
do. Thanks, Cecil. And good luck staying sober.
Wonder if it's in the journal. Da, da, da. Okay, what was this affliction that caused the dwarf to fold? Well, the alderman had promised his sister he would refuse himself alcohol to the end of his days. Oh, so the affliction is that he doesn't drink alcohol. In Dwarven society where drinking is rampant, how do you say that? Teetotaler is ostracized. He is suspect, considered a squealer, and a traitor to age-old traditions. He cannot be vested with public trust, so he cannot be an alderman, let alone a wartime leader. Interesting. Being sober is like the worst thing you could possibly do as a dwarf. Okay, what is next? I'll go talk to this dwarf about Triss. And then what? I don't know. We'll just go from there, I guess. Get the man a mug of root beer. Man. Speaking of which, I'm officially halfway through my New Year's resolution. 45 days since I drank last today. Been a long 45 days.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Ah, you've told that story 1,000 times. I've heard enough of flying women.
It was very unusual.
What would be unusual is if you returned...
I heard you saw something interesting.
As clearly as I see you. Amazing. I look into the sky. But wait, you must buy a fellow a drink for such a story.
Well, you shut it already. We could all recite this bullshit now.
I'm a client and I'll say what I want. Pour me some Mahakaman mead and no cheating.
Wait, he said he went all over town looking for New Year's cards. Wait. What were we looking for New Year's cards for? Oh, wait, because it's, yeah, it's Asian New Year. Well, not Asian exactly, but Chinese, Korean. All those people, right? Tomorrow is the year of the goat. Yeah. I can honestly say I can't wait to start drinking again. No, not that bad, but I do miss it. It's nothing quite like having a little booze now and then. But hopefully by the end of the 90 days, my liver will thank me for having the time off. Last year you handed out about 20 New Year's cards. I don't think... I mean, honestly, I've never heard of anyone giving New Year's cards. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't think I've ever gotten a New Year's card.
I'm not about to buy a pig in a poke.
Not a pig, but a beautiful woman, and not in a poke, in the sky. You won't regret it.
Innkeeper, you said you could recite the story. Tell me.
If you pay for 2 bottles of mead, this drunkard guzzled.
The innkeeper's too dumb to tell such a beautiful story.
Alright. I'll put 10. I'll pay 10 for that.
I'm a little short right now.
Rejected?
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
I heard you.
Yes, but
Well,
I'm not.
But he's sober. How much for those bottles?
this is no luxury establishment. Just look at the clientele. Same price you'd see anywhere.
11? Okay. You put gold dollar coins in them for luck and money. Siam, you are one amazing individual. Buying cards and paying people. Well, not paying people, but gifting people dollar coins. Very nice, very nice. Is that just something you do, or is that like a common thing in for Asian or Chinese or whatever New Year's, Lunar New Year's, whatever it's called? Do people normally give cards and gifts, or is that just something you've always done?
Tell me.
A few days ago, a red-headed woman and a huge man appeared in the gullies, as if they'd fallen from the sky. The man left while a troll found the woman and took her deep into a ravine.
That's all?
No, I told you this tongue wagger would ruin my story.
That was exactly your story, just not embellished.
If you want to know the whole story, you'll have to pay for my mead.
Sure, I'll hear his part too.
I'm a little short right now.
Damn it!
What's going on?
I heard.
Yes, I'm
not.
Then
But tell me.
A few days...
That's all.
no,
That
if you
I'll do 15.
I'll pay. But if you bore me, I'll shove this meat up your ass.
with such a fine liquor, and my ass has no taste, you won't regret it.
Speak.
Last week I was passing by the gullies. I like to take a hike from time to time.
Get to the point.
Hush. So I'm walking and suddenly there's a flash, a crack. I'm thinking, a storm's coming. But nary a cloud in the sky.
You hit the ground with your arse so hard you saw a flash. You were that drunk.
Then I saw people lying in a gully as if they'd fallen from the sky, a man and a woman. The woman was so beautiful, I wished she'd fallen down on me.
What did the woman look like?
A redhead, wearing a vest and high shoes, with pert tits and a round arse. Just waiting to be grabbed and...
Sounds just like your old lady.
Shut your mouth!
What happened then?
Well, the woman was hurting, couldn't get up. The man clearly disliked her, because he didn't help her. He just stood there, menacing and talking, and then he left. And the redhead stayed.
Noticed her tits, but didn't even try to help her, you sod.
I was about to do exactly that when a troll came out of the gully. Ugly as shit after blueberries.
Did it attack her?
Not at all. I hid and saw everything. First he sniffed her, so I thought he'd eat her. But he didn't. He threw her over his shoulder like a sack and returned to the gullies.
Is that all?
Yes. Didn't waste your money, as you'll agree.
I wanted to ask about the man, too.
How can I help?
Okay.
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm.
But yeah, that's a common thing for New Year's there, Sam. That's cool.
Bellies to puff up.
I swear this coffee is making me more tired than than anything else. I think the warmth is actually just too relaxing. It's overpowering the caffeine effect. Yeah, I think I'll go look for Triss.
Let's go drink, friends. I'm gonna get as drunk as a lord.
Why's that?
They stole it. The plowing is gone.
And then what's the grin for?
Night after night, I dreamed of my dead wife for years. Let's go for some liquor. Drinks on me.
Alright, how do I get down here?
Blah, blah, blah.
There's the troll.
Who there?
A witcher.
Bumpkin's wishes sent to me kill. So be. Kill, quick. No pain.
First tell me, where's the woman you kidnapped?
Kidnap none! Aye, troll!
A dwarf saw you carrying a human woman.
Made stupid. Sick she, me carry. Her help, feed, pet. But she run go. Mrs. first run go. Redhead then. All gone. Soup only stay.
What's in the pot?
Soup. Elf and onion. Good. Want try?
I don't really care for onions.
Stupid wisher. Elf good taste with onion.
Wish.
Tomato-like.
Where did you get the elves?
Mrs. bring from Garley's. Like I bring Redhead.
The redhead's in the soup too?
No. Redhead run go. Mrs. run go. All gone. Only soup stay.
Tell me, troll, what happened here?
Me in gullies, Mrs. in gullies. Bones found. Nice to know. Then wham! Humis from sky fall.
You're lying, troll. People don't fall from the sky.
Troll true tell. Flash crack. 2 humis drop where dumble ship. Humi man, big as troll. And woman. I go see.
Was the man bald? Did he have a scar?
Wish a man likes man. See, I from far. Bald, yes. Scar no see. Run he go to gullies. Leave redhead Humi. Down. See I go. Redhead grown. Her pain. Closer I creep. Run she not go. Let her grow. Take me Humi woman. Go home. Mrs. angry. Call Humi wench thin bones. Hungry, Mrs. Yeah, yeah. Then run go own for food. Give water, redhead Humi. Leaves cover leg. Humi redhead nice. Pet she when sleeps. Redhead have kerchief. Nice to sniff. Mrs. come back. Elves in hand. Drop thin wench. Idiot, she called. Mrs. Yap. Rag give. Troll say not. Nice to feel. Stench troll like. Mrs. say she or me. Troll think. Nice redhead. Nice rag stench. Troll, Mrs. tell. Mrs. Troll with log beat and run go. Even left elves.
What happened to the redhead?
Redhead wrong pain. Redhead stay. Pain gone. Redhead run go at night. Troll sleep. Wind howl empty.
Do you still have the redhead's bandana?
No, Mrs. take away. Old bug leave elves frag steal and run go.
Where did she go, your wife?
Gullies, Mrs. Gullies like. Gullies me like.
Why don't I look for her?
Wish a Mrs. no kill. Good old bug. Little batty.
I won't hurt your woman.
Mrs. tell come back. Be lone, be terrible. Wind howl empty.
Fine. I'll tell your mate to come back. but I need the redhead's bandana.
Mrs. have. Mrs. Good. She upgive. Soon as she back.
Okay. I'll take some of that elf and onion soup, though. Sounds delicious.
Damn, you're ugly.
You saying Triss took off and his wife took the bandana and he made elf stew, pretty much. Oh, and his wife got jealous. By the way, what's up, man? How's it going? What you up to? I don't know how much of that you were around for, but basically we're looking for Triss. The troll found Triss after she came through the portal with Letho. And then troll picked her up. Triss's leg was broke or something, or hurt. Then I guess her leg healed up after a while and she took off. But the troll kept her bandana, and we need the bandana to bring to Philippa so Philippa can locate Triss. That's basically it, I think. Where the hell am I at? I don't even see myself on the map. Is this supposed to be a maze or something? The fuck is this ship in here? Key required. Huh. Yeah, that elf and onion soup would be godlike right now. Huh. The hell did I just find? To this. Oh, okay. This is from like a mission I started a long time ago, like in the first town we were in. To the Supreme Council of Mages. The research and exploration conducted in Loch Muin has produced surprisingly good results. Our discoveries went well beyond simple valuables and historic items. Namely, we unearthed a relic that belonged to a member of the First Conclave. The fools accompanying me on this journey have no notion of the significance of this find. The item is simply too important to land in a dark storeroom with the Faculty of History. As a spiritual successor of the First Mages, I hereby claim ownership of it, in my own name as well as yours. The find is bound to cause a fuss, thus I request your support and appropriate lobbying at Foltest Court. Interesting. Thought that mist was coming towards me for a second. I think if I go any further, I'm dead. Yep. Might as well reload right now. Let's just throw one knife at me and I'm dead. Alright. Where the hell is this female troll at?
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Yeah, I don't even know when the last time you watched The Witcher, but basically there's this mist that raises undead, and anyone who gets inside the mist is basically pretty much automatically killed. So this part of the game, we're trying to figure out what's going on with the mist. And also, like, prepare for a battle with King Heltis and all this other shit's going on at the same time. Too much shit going on at once, basically. And anyway, in the mist, there's like all these wraiths and undead. Whatever the mist touches, it like raises the dead and... What the fuck? Harpies are easy as fuck. Trying to kill the troll right now? These dickheads.
She's wounded. Let her bleed.
Better lunge at her all at once. She's weakened.
Not worth the risk.
What are
Who
you
the fuck
doing
are
here?
these guys?
We're mercenaries. Currently on King Hansel's pay. We were sent here on reconnaissance. Barely escaped with our lives from that mist of specters. Now we're up against a furious she-troll. Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia.
The White Wolf. We could use professional help, Witcher.
Will you help us?
I can't let you kill her.
Since when does a monster slayer take their side?
None of your business. I need her, and you need to leave.
She killed 2 of my men.
Walk away, and nobody else will get hurt.
You won't help? Fine. Just don't disturb us. We'll manage ourselves.
The troll needs to live.
The troll will die.
Then you'll have to kill me, too.
In that case,
Like that.
adieu, Witcher.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who threw that? Come on, troll. Pull your weight.
Enough! We surrender! Throw down your arms, men! Spare us! Witcher, the king will pay our ransom.
I'm not looking for a ransom. Leave the troll alone and go your way.
You'll let us go?
You can't return through the mist. It's certain death.
The soldiers of fortune. We're not afraid of death.
Neither do we foolishly seek it. The Witcher's right.
Commander, we were to find a Witcher.
A bald one with a snake medallion. This one's white-haired, with a wolf in his neck.
You're looking for Letho.
You know him?
You could say that. I'm looking for him too. What do you know about him?
Sheila de Tangerville told us to search the ravines for this Letho. All we found was a camp strewn with dead Scoia'tael. This Letho was responsible for the bloodbath, and he did not act alone.
Where was this?
On the other side of the Wraith's Mist.
What were you to do with him?
Kill him, and anyone with him.
Anyone? Are you sure?
That was the order.
Do you know where Letho is?
Somewhere on the other side of this mist. We found a trail, but then the mist descended. We got lost, and emerged from it here.
I advise you to surrender to the rebels.
That would be new to me. I am Adam Pangrat, known as a Dieu.
You won't survive for long out here.
They'll hang us. They know Henselt hired us.
Go to Cecil Burden. He'll treat you fairly. But don't count on him outbidding Henselt.
Hear that, boys? Let's meet the Dragon Slayer. The Witcher claims we'll be safe and sound. Gather the wounded. Stop buggering and move out.
Humi's troll, see? To kill Humi's itchy. Would kill trolls, sure. You, other. Good, you help. Troll, you help.
If you want to help me, go back to your old man.
No! Idjit Humi redhead grope.
He's alone now. He misses you.
Tell him, too late!
Know anything about the woman who's in your lair?
Troll, no. Humi ugly. Humi stinks.
Return to your husband if you want to repay me.
Troll don't want, but Troll will. For you other, you good.
Mrs. Back! Good! Troll-like!
Me back for Wisha asked. Stay away if Wisha not ask.
Mrs. Wise!
Idiot, you. Hew me woman grope.
No more! Never again!
Give me the bandana.
Here, stupid old buck.
Troll give horn. In danger, wisher blow, troll come.
Thanks. I'll remember that. Now go to your mate. Maybe pick her some flowers first.
Flowers? No! Flowers stench. Troll bring bird dung.
Idiot! What troll doing there? Me see. Stench!
Stench will run.
Hew me stench. Sleep no me.
Oh, God.
Good elf lard. Me lie.
Me busy. Leaves me peace.
Kind of want to keep exploring these ravines. See if there's anything else out here. Yeah, she is a bitch. She must be mean in the sack or something. He wanted her back. I don't want to be caught in these ravines when they're going at it. Rocks will be falling everywhere. Alright, I guess there's nothing out here. Damn. Nah, the mist doesn't randomly appear. It's like just in certain spots. Yeah, like there. If it randomly appeared out of nowhere, yeah, it'd be fucking crazy. Alright, yeah, I think that's everything out here. Wonder where I get the key to that one, that door I found that was behind the ship. Wait, what is this? Where am I? I have no idea where I am right now. Oh, it's like a shortcut. That's cool. If it spread like Crete, man, I'd be dead in no time. Still have no idea where that rat catcher dude is. Need to buy those traps from him. Alright,
You
let's
wanted
find
to
Triss.
discuss something.
Your friend Sheila is conniving with Henselt.
I know this, Witcher, but it's no cause for concern. Sheila is there to ensure Henselt doesn't fall prey to the same people who killed Foltest. We don't want him as sovereign of the Pontar Valley, but we also don't need Kedwin to descend into civil war.
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
2 of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Yorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the Elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Do I trust